Hello, dog fans. My name is Oliver Nelson Jr., and I'm making an Airport for Aliens currently run by dogs, a first-person open-world narrative puzzle game about navigating alien airports occupied by stock photo dogs, dealing with their strange problems, and finding time to reconnect with your fiancé, the only other human being left in the universe. Without further ado, today we're going to jump into pre-alpha build number 5, the first December update for Dog Airport game. I thought after the really big update at the end of November, a couple of weeks ago, that we'd just be a little bit chill, maybe add some new content, do a few new things, interesting things. Instead, what happened is it did a big old visual pass on the game, which resulted in this pool actually having nice looking water, and the ocean having nice looking water, and in having garbage cans that instantly destroy everything that is in your hands instantly, including that letter from your fiance that I cannot get back anymore. We got interactable objects and visual doodads galore, and an entire other wing of the airport that just got expanded out, along with David Boni, the NPC for our first major side quest. Like, that all just happened in like 2 weeks. It's deeply exciting progress, and I'm excited to show it off with you today. I'm going to get a boarding pass to Phobos, while I still remember that Phobos is where I'm supposed to meet the person I apparently love according to the game. Diving into this pool, checking this manifest, B1 and B2 along with B4 should be behind us. Or should I say before us? It isn't before us would be in front of us. That was a bad pun because it's inaccurate. Both of the stores here are closed, and speaking of closed stores, some store locations which used to be static, like that one over there, which used to always be a coffee place and is now a coffee place, it doesn't have to be a coffee place anymore. It chooses to be a coffee place because there is enough of this game and there's enough store space in this airport and so on that all of the elements that have to do with completing a level are dynamic now. Like when Bribe Dog tells you that he wants a cabinet, you gotta go look around for a cabinet. And there's a very, very, very good chance that now, because of how many stores we have and because of how we've built out our systems, you will find an airport somewhere in the level, a cabinet somewhere in the level. And if you don't, you could find it elsewhere in a different airport. That's a later update. Just the idea that now we have a robust enough game world that it can accommodate just kind of being and you being a part of it and navigating around it, navigating around the things that occur on your journey. It's what I've always hoped this game would get towards, and in a very short period of time, it's already starting to be that. Speaking of being things, our pilot is drunk. They're being drunk right now because of deep lore, which you will know if you read between the lines and also meet the pilot on the plane. Thank you for trusting your drunk pilot, Boarding Dog says. They appreciate your kindness. Their one job is to bear witness, and you are helping. We've also got a bribe dog here. Just a jerk of a bribe dog. Before we talk about this jerk of a bribe dog, we've got new boarding gates. Smooth boarding gates made by Cody Lambert. That's one of the visual updates that changed this time. We no longer have curtains. We never longer have boxes with curtains on them. We got legit boarding gates that have portal effects when you successfully catch a flight. I'm very happy about this. Bribe Dog says, "Hey, friend." And I think that will be the catchphrase of every Bribe Dog from now on, just because it's... Let me make this very clear. Bribe Dog is a bad dog, a sleazy dog, I would go so far to say, who I love dearly and will indulge as much as needed for him to achieve his dreams of just raking in them fat stacks through bribes. Fat stacks of what? Depends on the dog. Everyone has different needs in this life, and you learn them by honest communication. That's a Dog Airport game lesson for you. Bribe Dog says, "You can see my name. I can see my name. We know what's happening here. We know what's up. We know the real business. I'm Bribe Dog, baby! And I need something to hold all my bribes. A container of some kind. A wardrobe or bin or cabinet or something. I'm gonna tell him he looks familiar, because he looks like the other Bribe Dog. Oh, you must be talking about my cousin, Bribe Dog. How's he doing these days? He's taking bribes, I reply. Oh man, good for him. He's a Bribe Dog. Not even discussing the fact that he just solicited a cabinet from me. Bribe Dog is all about them bribes. And I'm all about this quite distressed looking dog who needs a pet. Speaking of needing a pet, as you can see, we've got hearts that pop up when you pet dogs now. No generic yellow sparkles here, although those generic yellow sparkles are different from this jet of yellow flame that arrives when you put something in a garbage can to really reinforce the fact that you threw away your fiance's letter. No, we've got fancy hearts now, because dogs love you and they want you to know that. Our elevators are working as intended. We have this really neat effect now where you look at the water outside the pool. I don't know if you've ever noticed this before, but the water in the pool, it's a giant block that extends far beyond the pool. And there might be ways that we take advantage of that in the future. I'm excited to talk about that when that becomes a thing. Anyway, we're going to race past this pedestrian. We've got new pedestrian pictures now, or rather more of them, so you can have more people in these airports with you. And by people, I mean dogs that are good. We've got Veteran Dog there, and we know his shtick from a previous playthrough, so we're going to leave him alone for now. And what we really need is some cabinets. And where are the cabinets? Where are the cabinets? They aren't in the Mothman-themed record shop, which before that used to always be a toilet paper shop. Now it can be anything. It's going to be that place where all the cabinets are. This sounds very absurd, but the idea of just navigating a world that behaves as intended, where you're told find a cabinet and then you look for a place that sells a cabinet, it's very exciting to me. And it's the thing that you do in Dog Airport game. Here is a floating piece of toilet paper. I'm gonna pick that up. I don't even need it. I'm gonna pick it up just to throw it away. That's how real ballers roll. I hate that I say that. We've got toilet paper in our bathrooms now that we can stick into garbage cans that work like real garbage cans, instantly incinerating anything you put into them. It's very exciting. What was I supposed to find again? A cabinet. Supposed to find a cabinet. What time is it? It's 2:18. Our flight takes off in 7 minutes. We can afford to explore the cornucopia. This is called the cornucopia, by the way. It used to just be this measly line of like a few stores and a couple of bathrooms. Now we have an entire new wing to the airport with surfboards and palm trees and a boarding gate with no receptionist there. That's not listed on the departure board. That the sign might point to what's happening there, but I'm not going to look at it too long. That's a secret you'll have to discover for yourself. We've got so many stores here. Anything that we could possibly need to give corrupt government officials is in this shopping complex. What do we need? This is David Boni, by the way. David Boni is standing by a poster of himself, and if you ask him what it says on that poster, he'll tell you. He'll also tell you that he immediately needs to get off-world. Will you please get him a red passport? And he's one of my favorite characters I've ever written. In anything, ever. David Boni deserves pets. Speaking of pets, we need to get cabinets from a pet. Is that a cabinet shop there? Yes. You can see because there's cabinets on it. That probably means something in the alien language that I ostensibly wrote, but I don't know how to read my alien language, so we're just gonna walk inside. I'm gonna cut to the chase, Cabinet Dog says. I bought a lot of cabinets. And by a lot, I mean every single cabinet I could find. For years, I have done this. I'm a mariner drowning in a sea of cabinets. And I have created this ocean because I'm Poseidon. And I don't know what this metaphor means anymore, but I'm still talking. Suffice to say, I have so many cabinets. Please save me from my cabinets. Buy a cabinet, buy several cabinets. I'm gonna take exactly one, because I don't know if I can save them. And Cabinet Dog says, we're both doing the best that we can, and that's all that we can do. Another dog airport game lesson. Thank you. Now take the cabinet before I'm tempted to get a new one. We now have a genuine cabinet that occupies a full half of our vision. And that will be useful for completing this quest. Thing is, we now need to remember where our boarding gate was. I think we were in B1. I'm not certain we were in B1. And that worries me. So maybe I should have looked at the... Cornucopia also had directions. That side of the cornucopia, it's two wings. It's two wings that operate in harmony and have the same name. Because neither are strong enough to establish an independent personality. If I look at the sign, it will tell me where to go. Hopefully, and it does, because it says B1 over there. So, let's see, where do these people movers go? They're in the opposite direction to where I want them to go. That sure mirrors my real life experiences in airports. Let's see if we can get past that good dog who looks like a Bond villain and get to our gate in the next couple minutes. We should be able to catch our flight with time to spare. Yeah. Oh, did I show the vending machines? There's vending machines over there. You see those little glowing... There's interactable objects across the airport, including garbage cans. There's better visuals at a bunch of critical junctures of the project. It's a game that is growing and evolving in real time, and I'm very proud of it. I'm very excited. Speaking of things that I'm excited about, there's Bribe Dog. I'm so excited to meet Bribe Dog. Also, I should add a clock item so that you can look at the clock item to see what time it is. That would be really cool. I'm gonna make a note of that to do that. Because I hate this uncertainty where we're talking to a dog and we do not know if we have missed our flight. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, Bribe Dog says. Did you get me a container for my bribes? Is this what you wanted? Aw, thanks friend, Bribe Dog says. And I didn't even have to ask. He's such a garbage dog. Speaking of things that aren't garbage, look at this portal. Look how it glows. You walk into the portal's glow and it's a revolving ring, and next thing you know, you're on an airport because you successfully caught a flight. Speaking of catching flights, there's one flight that won't be caught anymore, and it's that weird giant picture of a dog on top of a plane riding it like a gremlin in that one Twilight Zone episode where William Shatner goes insane. I said last time, every single time I forget to remove that dog, and that dog has been removed. That plane has been removed. Now it's just sky. We can just think about the sky for a little bit. And that is a intriguing and positive development. Here we've got Calming Dog, who is calming. And so we will pet her with a giant hand. I know this dog has balls, but I think of her as a her, so we're just gonna roll with it. And let's talk to Calming Dog. I heard your homeworld got destroyed, Calming Dog says, not being very calming at all at this point. How does that feel? Is it terrible? I wouldn't know how it feels to live with a constant reminder that I'm the last of my kind, roaming transient spaces in search of a home that doesn't exist. I'm a dog. I try not to think about it, I say. So Calming Dog says, so you don't want to think about the fact that anyone and everyone you've ever known is gone? Are you okay? Would you like to talk about it or anything else, really? I'm a licensed therapist. You say I'm fine, really. Despite the fact that free advice and perspective from a licensed therapist is hard to come by. Well, Calming Dog says, if you do need to talk, I'm here. Someone usually is, if you allow yourself to see them. I'm going to lick myself now. But if you need me, I am here. Thanks for that, you reply. And we completed a flight. In this airport for aliens currently run by dogs, made with the assistance of these lovely people and resources among others. Thank you for supporting this journey. You're in very large part a massive reason why this project is and why it continues to grow at the pace and brilliant, strange, kaleidoscopic thing that it is. It's becoming what it is thanks to you. So thank you for that. And if you would like to support Dog Airport Game, feel free to like and subscribe or do whatever the positive action associated with the platform that you're on is. And consider donating to the Patreon, which will give you access to these builds every time they come out. I'll send out a post with a new link, and you can be playing a new version of Dog Airport Game and following this journey with me on your own. Talking to dogs, chatting him up, finding out what's the deal with David Boni and that airport, and that not the airport, the poster, and the mysterious boarding gate. What's the deal with that? You can find what's going on there. I'm excited, and you're a big part of it. So thank you. Until next time, dog fans, take care.